What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It finally got here. The Gen Y Hitch 7.5 inch drop, 1700 ton weight, and this is the 16,000 pound tow capacity. Let's open it up. Alright guys, so here you have it. Comes with a 2 5/16 and a 2-inch ball. Description, Boss. This is a 7.5 inch drop. Now these receivers in here, they're all 2 inches. It's a light duty truck. This is for a 3/4 ton truck, so it's 2.5 inch receiver in the back. Here we have the torsion system. Little insertion for the grease gun. Now when I went into the Gen Y site, from the center of the receiver, which is right here, to the floor, I was measuring almost 24 inches, about 23 inches and a half. Now they say once you get that measurement, you have to deduct or subtract 14 inches, and that will give you a drop. Well, I thought 10 inches would be too much, so I opted out for the 7.5 inch drop, which might still be too much. But I guess I'll go ahead, get this on the truck, and let's see how it goes. I'll show you the kind of clearance I have from the floor. All right, so here I have it installed on the truck. I'm gonna talk briefly about some things that I noticed. I didn't see any video like this on YouTube, very detailed, how it looks. So it looks to have some grease on it right here. This is the first time I see Gen Y Hitch this up close. I'm not sure if this gap here is normal. I see up here it's pretty flush, but yeah, here there's a gap. It's like that on both sides. See down here there's a gap, and over here it's flush. Also, another thing that I noticed on some videos that I saw, there was actually the scale that was on here, it had like a little tab with a screw. You can adjust it, and you could adjust it. But this one is just a plain sticker. Tells you when it goes max on tongue weight and minimum on tongue weight. Then here's a little guide. I don't know, I feel it's kind of cheap for what you're paying for. Like I said, here are the grease inserts. You got one here. You also got one down here. You can see it right here where my finger is. There's a grease insert there. You have the pinto lock down here. Let me just get this pinto lock out real quick just so you guys can see. Here's the pinto lock. A solid 2-inch shank for the 16-pound capacity version. If you opt for the 21-pound conversion, you get a 2.5-inch shank, solid. Guess if you're gonna use the pinto lock, you do this first. Let's put it down here so you can see it better. You do this first, and then you just put this. Slide this back, that way when you put the ring on here, you can slide the pinto lock forward. Put the pins in, so it comes with that. I won't be using that much. All right, guys, let's get some measurements in. So this hitch weighs approximately 95 pounds out of the box. So yeah, it's not a light hitch. All right, so it's about 23. From the lowest point of the actual Gen Y hitch, considering you have the ball in the 4th slot from the top. If you put it down here, it'll be lower. So let's say that you have it in the 4th slot. The clearance that you have on the floor, from the floor, about 14 1/4. 14 1/4 from the floor, not bad. So past my hitch receiver, it's right there at the hitch receiver, to the furthest point. It's about 15 inches, 3/4. Put it on the bumper. It is about 15 1/4. Now let's say you need to drop this ball lower. I'm not sure why. You know, first let's get a measurement here. From the center of this receiver right here to the floor. 18, about 18 3/8 to the center. And the ball height would be about 22. Now let's say you need to lower this ball. From this bottom point to the floor, it is 12 1/4. It's about 12 1/4 clearance, which is actually not bad at all. Okay, and from the center of the shank to the floor, it's about 15 1/2. I'll be hauling some travel trailers, and I will give you a long-term review on what I think of this hitch. It does look like a beast of a hitch. I also like that this 2.5 inch shank is solid, but it's definitely a heavy hitch. That's how it looks from a distance. How far back it extends. It definitely extends up back a lot. As far as width goes, from the widest point, it's almost 6.5 inches. If you want to include the nut heads and the width, you're at about 7.5. Total length of the drop piece is 13 inches. Remember, this is the 7.5 inch drop, so we'll have 5 slots. I probably will never use the bottom slot, but the only reason why I played it safe, went for the bottom one anyways, is because I'll still have the same clearance. Even if I would have gone for the 4 slot one, which is the 5 inch drop, this hitch would have been at a low point. So might as well get the 7.5 inch drop and just be even with the hitch pull at the bottom. The gap from the hitch to the actual bumper of the truck is about 1.5 inches. I just sent the Gen Y a message regarding these gaps, regarding these sticker scale. Waiting for them to get back to me. Alright guys, so let me say something about Gen Y's customer service. It is absolutely excellent. I text them with pictures of my concerns. They said this gap is absolutely normal. It's just to cause, they say this gap is to allow movement for the torsion system. They said that's absolutely normal. And about this sticker, believe it or not, this is actually their new scale. They said that too many customers were complaining of the rust on the other one, so they decided to go the easy way and put some stickers there. Hopefully this will last a while. As far as greasing goes, they already come greased. So you don't have to grease them right off the factory. You can grease it every 1,000 miles or so. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it on the comment below. Consider subscribing for future content. All right, thanks guys. See you on the next one.